Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's review of the One Piece manga chapter that came out this week, of course. So One Piece manga chapter 855. Now, and it was titled like Growl, but really drawn out and stuff, because I think it was just sort of the sound effect for Growl, actually, in Japanese. But either way, before I even get into it, I feel like it's going to be kind of a short review. We didn't jump around to a ton of different stuff, so it'll probably be pretty short. But before we get into that, just a quick update for stuff that is pertaining important to today and tomorrow, and maybe a little bit Sunday as well for the channel, is Yojo Senki. There's some sort of issue with either the station it airs on or with Crunchyroll, or I think it's like I think it's an issue with the with the channel that it airs on that sort of affects Crunchyroll as well, where it's going to be released a few hours late. So since they're releasing it a few hours late, I probably won't be able to record my review for it tonight, so I'll just be reviewing it tomorrow morning. So that means if I'm going to do that, if that's getting pushed back a day, I'm actually going to try to post my Boku no Hero Academia read-through manga video tonight before I go to bed, rather than in the morning when I wake up like I usually do for Saturdays. So that'll be a day early. Yojo Senki will be pushed back, and then normally on Sundays is when I do my Demi-chan wa Katari Tai anime reviews, but since I'm going to have more time with the only thing I'm doing tomorrow being the Yojo Senki review, I'll move that up a day too and do both of those anime reviews tomorrow. And that means Sunday, instead of Demi-chan wa Katari Tai and One Piece's anime, I'll just be doing One Piece's anime on Sunday, and I'll take the rest of Sunday to maybe work on some other stuff or just take a break. So, yeah, that was just a quick update. To summarize, pretty much, Yojo Senki getting pushed back a day, and if that's the case, I'm going to push Boku no Hero Academia and Demi-chan wa Katari Tai up a day. So, two things early for the price of one thing a day later. So yeah, let's get into actually talking about this chapter. I actually thought it was a really nice chapter. There wasn't a ton, especially compared to other chapters, but it was still good. I still very much enjoyed it. I like seeing Corazon and Law on the cover just because, I don't know, maybe Oda should do this more often, have characters that we've lost that aren't really with us anymore on the covers. I liked seeing them again because it feels like it's been a while, and I did like that backstory. So at the very beginning, Bobbin wakes up and he's a scrub with a scrub bounty. Let's just be honest. His bounty is like less than Luffy's before Luffy even took on Moria, right? So yeah, he is very much a scrub. So he basically puts people to sleep and goes off after Sanji on his own. So I guess that's his devil fruit ability, is to put people to sleep. Really interesting one that I wasn't really expecting with his design or mannerisms, but whatever. Then Big Mom is asleep with Brook, which I thought it was very funny when Brule was like, "Yo, help," and she calls for help, and it's like, why were none of them just expecting? Of course she is. So Big Mom smashes a fly, and they just overkill the fly, so everybody's freaking out like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? And my favorite part in that whole sequence was when Brook wakes up and he's like, oh, it's just a fly, and falls back asleep. Brook, this chapter, just completely made the chapter. He was great. So they make a fake Brook out of some skeleton of some guy that Big Mom had executed, and some seaweed from the kitchen. And first we have the chopper attempt, which was funny, then sexy waifu carrot attempt, then a very short, like one-panel Pedro attempt, then finally a successful Nami and Jinbei attempt at rescuing Brook and bringing Brook back to the mirror world. Again, funny when Brook was screaming when he saw Nami, thinking it was a ghost. Then we see Sanji finds the pile of corpses where they first attacked Luffy, Nami, and King Bomb, and he's starting to search through the corpses to try to find Luffy. Then MVP Brook, we find out he did get the poneglyph rubbings, and they speak about poneglyphs and stuff and say plural a lot, poneglyphs and rubbings. So I'm wondering if he got the rubbing of just the four sides of the original, like the road poneglyph, or if he got rubbings of all of Big Mom's poneglyphs, which would be way more that'd be a lot more information and power for our Straw Hat crew here. So that would be very good. I would like that a lot if Brook just came in completely clutch and is pretty much like, yep, we've got all their poneglyph information. And we have Robin, who has the ability to actually decipher it for us. Brook was funny throughout this too, the way he's just so chill throughout the whole ordeal, just talking to Pedro like, man, I'm glad we did the decoy plan. I couldn't think of anything else. I'm just glad we're all alright. And your boy, he deserves panties. I'm glad that they did that running joke again, because that's one of the funniest running jokes to me, where he always asks everyone, can he see their panties? And of course he gets smacked down, but your boy Brook came in clutch. He deserves the panties. And then at the very, very end, within the pile of corpses, Sanji hears Luffy's stomach growling. We have this awesome panel of Sanji's face smiling in the rain. And then finally we see Luffy collapsed up against King Bomb's corpse. And yeah, so next week we'll be having the Sanji-Luffy reunion, maybe, hopefully, finally. I've been saying that for like 4 weeks now, because this is super, super drawn out. So basically, this chapter was extremely funny. I find that I laughed more in this one than I did in a lot of the others. And Brook was just so great. The only stuff that I am really considering a negative, overall I think this was an above average chapter of manga, but there is something that I am considering a negative here, and that is that the Luffy and Sanji reunion, it could have happened weeks and weeks ago, like a month and a half ago. Oda could have done this reunion. It has been so drawn out. It feels, I said in the live reaction, it almost feels like towards the end of Dressrosa again, where towards the end of Dressrosa, it was just like every single week we'd have a good chapter occasionally, like the last 2-3 chapters, or like the one with Kaido making his appearance and everything. But other than that, we would just be like, come on, when are we going to get out of here, Oda? Are we going to leave this week? And every week everybody'd be predicting, okay, we're going to leave. We're going to get a straw hat and leave. Let's just get out of here. And every week we'd be like, not another week. And then when there was a break between chapters, we'd be like, Oda, come on. It was just so drawn out, that like last 10 chapters of Dressrosa. And this is kind of how their meeting feels. It feels so drawn out. It feels like we've just been spinning wheels here for, we've actually made progress with like Chopper and Nami and Brook's group, but for Luffy and Sanji and stuff, it feels like the story has just been spinning wheels for like 5 chapters straight, and we've just not really got any significant progress for what they're doing. So yeah, I'm definitely considering that a negative, but overall, it had nice art, it was funny, and it was enjoyable. So I'm still giving it 7 panties out of 10. Yeah, I still think it was above average. I still enjoyed reading it a lot. But it was kind of short. We didn't jump around to a bunch of different stuff, like I said, and the Sanji and Luffy stuff really didn't move much. And in fact, Bobbin probably helped them out, because you think Bobbin got rid of people that could report back to Montdor or Big Mom, and he's also going after them, and he's essentially not a threat. We've seen Sanji friggin' one-kick this dude into a wall, and we see that his bounty is pretty pathetic. So he could say, oh, maybe put him to sleep, but I doubt it. I doubt that Bobbin will do anything at all. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this week's chapter. I hope you enjoyed the video. So like if you did like the video, and comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter yourselves, and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more One Piece, both anime and manga, everything I talked about this weekend already, and so much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel as best I can. Share the video if you want as well. Especially if you want other people you know that watch the channel to know, yo, it's the schedule's kind of wonky. You might want to look into the first minute or 2 of this video. So yeah, do that if you want to. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. So I'll see you all next time.